Hi guys, today is Monday and we've had some major events happen already and it's barely 2 o'clock. So, first item of news for the day, Mitchell went ice fishing with his dad. Woo! However, tragedy happened, but I'll let him tell you about it in his own words. Alright, so you got up this morning like any other day going ice fishing, right? Is that correct? Got your gear.
Like any other day.
Like any other day. You didn't expect what happened to happen, right? Nope.
No.
Did you expect it?
You know, last night I saw the weather report and it said that it was going to be 40 degrees today and that would be 7 degrees cooler than yesterday. And I wondered about that. I was like, 47's kind of warm for ice fishing.
But still, you expected nothing.
Today, so,
you expected nothing bad.
Yeah, and in the mountains it's cool.
Did you have breakfast? Everything like you normally would?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so nothing, no change.
I knew things were off when the breakfast I planned wasn't in the fridge.
Oh my gosh. You'd planned to eat those leftover omelet roll-ups, right?
Yes.
And they were gone. So you knew right then. You knew right then something was wrong.
Something's off.
But you just
and then, okay, go about my business, getting ready. And then I put 2 Mountain Dews in the fridge last night.
And
one's gone.
Something was... Did you think that maybe you should cancel the trip?
I started getting an uneasy feeling.
Like something's going to go wrong. But you went ahead anyways, right?
I grabbed a Pepsi in place of the Mountain Dew. And we headed on up.
Because you planned a nice day fishing with your dad.
Yep.
So you got to the mountains. Did anything look out of the ordinary?
At first, no.
What was your first clue that maybe something's not right?
Let's see. Well, we got up there and my dad needed to use the outhouse, so he stopped at the outhouse. He's using the outhouse, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that song Wrecking Ball comes to mind. And so I'm sitting there in the truck singing it, you know, coming like a wrecking ball. And I didn't think about it at the time.
Nothing.
But now,
that's
I
a
think
really
that
weird
was
song.
a sign.
Yes.
That was a bad omen.
Because I don't even hear that
ice
song.
Fishing.
A wrecking ball on the ice, probably not a good idea.
Not good.
But did you tell your dad, I have a bad feeling we should go home?
No, I didn't even make that connection at the time.
Okay, so he gets done.
I will in the future.
You head to the lake, and then what happens?
Yep. So we get our stuff. And also another thing, like some little things were different this time. So my dad said he wasn't going to take his sled that he usually uses to drag all his gear out. He's cut down his gear like you do when you're backpacking, and made what he's got light. So we're just going to carry our stuff. I usually carry my stuff anyway, so no big deal. Okay, we'll do that.
No sled. That's great. Let's wait, right?
Yeah. I've been telling him for a while, like, you'll be more mobile if you use minimal gear. Anyway, so we get down to the ice. First thing I noticed at this point was the ice doesn't look the same as it did, 3 weeks ago?
How does it look different?
So,
like slushy, glossy.
This is weird. Now, there's a river where we go. There's a river, and we start up by the river and we go down where the river enters, and then where the river enters the lake's there, you know. And before it was just like snowy up here by the river, and then the lake was frozen, and we went, and I mean, a little around the edge looks slushy or whatever, but not bad. And last time we got on, no trouble.
Did you have trouble?
This time, it wasn't snowy up here. It was like the river had come up, or there was all this ice.
That's a good sign, though, for ice fishing, right?
But, yeah. But I was like, that's weird. Like, did more water come in the river and freeze? Because there's ice above the level of where there would have even been water before.
And did you say I
it was
think we
weird.
should not go out. I think we should go back. Something's not right.
No, it looked different, but it looked like last time we had crossed where the river was
Mm-hmm.
and then got on. And this time we saw a couple of guys go. When we were at the parking lot getting out, we saw a couple guys go out, and they went out on the other side than where we went last time. But so when we got down there and it looked different, it just looked more like maybe we better not cross that river and just go where those guys went, right?
Is that what you did?
So that's what we were doing, and looking at it up close around the edge, you know, it looks like a little has melted during the afternoons and then it refreezes at night or whatever. But just that first few feet. And so the spot we looked at looked like, to me, the best spot right there to go across.
So who went first?
So I always let my dad go first.
You're so nice.
Yeah.
I know. So
I
your dad
let
gets
him
out
go
on the
first,
lake.
and he walks across, no trouble.
problem.
He's on. And at this point, I'm not even thinking about anything. I'm thinking, okay.
Ice fishing, here we
So
go.
I step on it with my right. I take a step with my left. And just as I'm going to shift, I can feel my left foot starting to go. And it's like ice is cracking. It's like, and I was like, whoa. And so part of me thought, move my right leg faster ahead of me to get onto thicker usually the ice is a little thicker the further out you go.
Right.
Not always, but some, usually. So I thought to try and move my leg faster, but as I did that, my left leg's going under. So then all the weight's on my right leg, and then it breaks through.
So both of your feet were under the ice?
It's kind of like, it was like, and then this one landed to where
It stopped sinking?
I kind of went forward as it went through, and I banged my shin on the ice. So like I broke through here and banged my shin on the ice.
Ow.
That hadn't broke yet. And then my right leg, so my left leg, and then I banged it on the ice, and then I dropped down, and it was about almost knee deep, but not quite. And then that was my left leg. My right leg goes down, and it was like whoosh, and it was just up to my mid-thigh, above my right knee. Any deeper and my phone would have been ruined. It was in my right pocket, and the water came right up to the bottom of that pocket. Whew, I'm glad my phone was okay. But so that happens, and I'm like, ugh. Meanwhile, I'm holding the ice auger, my bucket of ice fishing gear, and my camp chair. Auger and camp chair in this arm, and bucket in this arm. All that happens, and my brain realizes at this point we can't go forward. Plus, it'd probably be a bad idea because if I broke through forward, I'd go deeper. And so I tried to turn, but I'm like in mud and stuff. And so I couldn't really turn the one way. And so I flipped. And when I kind of turned, I realized the shore was behind me and not too far. So I kind of turned and jumped. Kind of like
to throw yourself towards the shore.
To throw myself onto shore, because at this point I'm going down, and even trying to turn, and I was losing my balance.
You were sinking more in the water.
I probably would have either sunk, and I think I would have lost my balance and went
forward into the water,
fallen deeper into it.
Oh,
it wouldn't have been like I'd drown, but
you don't know though. People drown.
I'd have been more wet. And my phone would have got ruined. So I kind of threw myself onto shore. And when I landed on shore, my legs about knee down were still in the water. So I had to kind of crawl up the shore. And then I crawled up and got up on my feet. And by this point, my dad's on shore. I don't know how he got there. I don't know. He must have just jumped or went around me to the side. Maybe he walked on that ice like it was no problem. But he does weigh, at least 100 pounds less than I do. So
You were also packing a chair and an auger, the
and I
extra
had
weight.
the auger, yeah. He had his bucket and his chair.
Huh.
But
Well,
yeah.
in the future, do
Yeah.
you think you will listen to those promptings of things like, I came in like a wrecking ball,
If that
and
song
not
ever pops in my head and we're on our way ice fishing, I'm going for a hike instead.
not going on the lake? So how's your leg? Shall we take a look
It's
at your
okay.
leg?
I took some ibuprofen and it quit hurting.
Let's see your leg. Well, the neosporin is leaking through. I hope that's neosporin and not
I
blood.
think it mostly is.
Okay, do you want me to go slow or fast?
Slow?
You don't want me to rip it fast?
Yeah.
Shall we see how bad this is?
Slow is smooth and smooth is
Smooth is
fast.
Oh, it's
It's
not
not
too bad. It was blood there, though.
Yeah.
But I did put out
Just
neosporin
kinda
on it. You
scraped
ripped
where
off a couple layers of skin there.
The ice, and then there's
And
a
then the
little
bruising
bruise
up here.
Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. You say, like, oh, I couldn't drown, but I'm pretty sure people have died in ice.
I went somewhere deeper.
They go underneath and
I
get trapped and they can't
definitely-
get back out.
Yeah. Where I was, though, I think, you know, it was about up to here on me, and just had I lost my balance and fell over, yeah, I might have become completely soaked, but I don't think I would have.
Wow, what an adventure. What's all that stuff behind you? Is that your wet clothes drip drying?
My clothes drying. Yeah.
All right, so that was your day.
Yep. An adventure.
What an adventure. The day's not over yet, and it's too much adventure for one video, so we will tell you the rest in the next video. Adventure Day 2. Be
Yeah.
sure to stick around. Thanks for watching, guys. If you go ice fishing, do you have any good tips?
Be careful, and just if it looks questionable, be extra careful.
Yep.
47-degree days don't make for good ice fishing the next day. Even though it should have been colder in the mountains, but
Right. It felt like outside when I was up at Tammy's. It felt like California on the beach.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
it's a warm, sunny day for sure.
All right. Well, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.